Hi, everyone, and welcome to Digital Champions. I'm your host, Charlene Shirk, where we speak to some of the most innovative thinkers in the digital space. And joining us today is Farhana Cannon with iMedia Exposure. Farhana, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
So tell us what you do over there at iMedia Exposure.
So, we help brands attract and convert their perfect client online. We really focus on their branding, their messaging, that aesthetic that really connects with their target demographic. And then we create a marketing plan, their content for their social media platforms. We help them with their sales and marketing funnel. And so we make sure that their brand, looks like who they want to connect with and really tells their messaging, and we create their funnels to help them attract and convert and continue the conversation with potential leads.
So give me an example of a client maybe that came to you with a problem that you needed to solve and how you were able to address their issue and find them some success in the marketplace.
So, some problems that clients have are they're like, we're not getting any attention because people think that they're going to post on social media and they're going to get tons of sales. And there's, thousands of other people doing the exact same thing. And on some platforms, millions of people that are on there posting. And so that's kind of one of the big problems that we see. Or another big problem is that their homepage, they are interacting with people on social media. Then when people get to their homepage, they're now leaving because they don't have a lead capture. Their page doesn't really explain what their brand is. So we've worked with several clients that we've helped them redesign their brand page so that there is a lead capture and that they are creating a funnel after they have engaged on social media. And then to grow on social media, we've created events and influencer contests and things like that so that we're leveraging the following of other people, as well as everyone loves an event. And when you actually go somewhere, whether virtual or in person, you have more of a relationship and touch point with the brand. And so we find that those two things really help, grow the brand's following.
And so let me ask you this. All of that sounds great as a fellow marketer, but I'm going to ask you, what is your challenge as a marketer in the digital space trying to execute some of these great strategies?
I guess so one of the problems that we face is I think a lot of the moving parts where clients may be like, okay, we want to invest in this one thing. And that's awesome. But then we're like, oh, you should do an ad campaign or you need to implement a funnel and have a follow up or something like that. And sometimes people maybe drop the ball or they're like, oh, well, we're not ready to do that. And they don't get us the information quick enough to get this stuff rolling in time. So I think one of the big things is kind of for our agency is managing the clients to get in deliverables at the time that we need them without seeming overly pushy.
And they're busy, and that's why they've hired you, but you got to do your job. You need a certain amount of content from them or information. Let me ask you this too. In the digital space, there's always, things are ever evolving, and folks have their eyes on different things, whether it's privacy or AI. What's something in the digital space that you're looking out for, that you're wanting to make sure that you're ahead of the curve versus being reactive to that particular change?
Video, I think, is one big thing. So we are making a lot of reels and trying to entice our clients to do more video and to have more like first person. And I feel like our clients that are maybe 40 plus, they're like, oh, we don't want to be on the camera, we don't want to do like a product demo. They feel so uncomfortable doing it, and sometimes I feel uncomfortable as well, but I'm like, all right, we're doing this now. And I think getting people to actually feel comfortable doing video, as Instagram said that they're going to be more of a video based platform, as well as videos and reels actually in the algorithm getting more attention. So I think for our agency, we're trying to incorporate more video and having people really feel connected to brands. And so it's, creating a process to have people feel comfortable, because sometimes it's awkward. You're like, oh, I'm staring at myself, or I'm in a video and I'm talking to nobody. So I think that that's one of the things we're working forward.
And as we wrap up, give me your one big tip. If I cornered you at a networking event and you told me what you did and I said, oh, I own a business, give me your best tip that you can give me that I could maybe put into action tomorrow. What would that be?
Have your branding and your messaging be straightforward and people have people really understand what it is when they go to any of your online platforms, and create a sales and marketing funnel so that you are fostering the relationship throughout the whole lifespan of that client.
That is great advice. Well, Farhana, thank you so much for joining us today on Digital Champions.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, it was our pleasure. And if you'd like to learn more about what they're doing over there at iMedia Exposure, you can check them out on daily@brief.com. That's going to do it for us today on Digital Champions. I'm your host, Charlene Shirk, and we look forward to learning something new with you next time.
Simplify presents Addressable CTV, combining the power of TV with the targeting and attribution of digital. Simplify's Addressable CTV delivers massive reach with the ability to scale without sacrificing precision. TV buyers can generate incremental reach with household-level targeting, frequency controls, reporting, and insights. To learn more about Simplify's Addressable CTV and what it can do for your clients, visit simply.fi.